back. My next guest tonight starred in the classic sitcom That Girl, and she also plays Rachel's mom on Friends. Her latest book is The Right Words at the Right Time. Please welcome Marlo Thomas. Thank you for being here.
Thanks. Thank you for being in my book.
Well, yeah, you got brilliant, famous people to add their thoughts to this book.
Yes.
Somehow I'm in there, too. I appreciate that.
Yours is hilarious. It's really just like you, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, even though I don't know you. But from watching you, when I got it, I thought, oh, this is really him.
Well, did that many people, because I was flipping through it, and not a lot of people went the comedy route. I tried to sort of lighten things up a little bit.
Oh, I was so glad that you did. We needed it. We have Chris Rock, who wrote a wonderful piece.
Right.
And Barbara Bush. Actually, Barbara Bush's piece.
She's a great comedian, Barbara Bush.
But, you know,
very funny woman. But
her piece was so surprising. You know, Barbara Bush is this terrifically earthy woman with pearls, you know, and she's married to George Bush.
Right.
And they didn't know what they wanted to do with their lives, and they tried farming. And the idea of George Bush as a farmer, do you remember when he went to the market that time? And he didn't know what anything cost.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Most farmers do know that, though, when they go. And she talks about a time when they were trying to put their lives together, and they were sharing a bathroom in this house with a mother and daughter prostitute team. Now, isn't that unlikely? I mean, that is so unlikely.
I can't believe, well, first of all, it's hard to believe it happened, but then that she would write about it, give it to you to be put in this book.
That's how honest she is. That's why everybody likes
I should have talked about the time I shared a house with a prostitute team, but I guess it was done.
But, you know, she hand wrote it, which very few people did. And so when I got it, I kept saying to everybody that was working on the book, does this say a mother and daughter prostitute team? Or is it or something wrong with me?
Yeah, well, it was weird if she, like, it just, like, the ink ran a little bit and you printed that and that's not what she said, you know.
It's like a Rorschach test. No, that's not it.
Tom Brokaw, you know, one of my compatriots here at NBC, talks about his wild teenage years.
Right.
And he says in his essay that if cocaine had been around when he was a young man, he definitely would have used it because he was that wild.
Right. Well, he must have been in the 1800s.
I know, I was thinking about that. I'm like, cocaine's been around a long time, Tom. What kind of excuse is that? Well, it hasn't been invented yet. It came around later on, cocaine. No. But how did you get people to confess all this crazy stuff?
I called them, don't you remember?
Well, you called me. I didn't have that much insane stuff to confess.
No,
but I mean, these people that I didn't expect to be that honest and open,
That's
really...
what I thought was really moving about the book, is that they did dig inside themselves and really look for the right words that changed their lives. I found that the most touching thing about it.
And the point is that these are all these different people telling the moment that their life was changed by someone giving them some advice and talking about it.
And they have to be, you know, just the right words at the right time. That's the name of the book. I didn't actually think that was going to be the name of the book. I thought I was going to come up with something really clever, like, you know, Hope is the Thing with Feathers, you know, one of those fabulous kinds of titles.
No, I think this is better than that. That's been taken, actually.
No, several times.
You can't have that
Even
one.
Woody Allen called the book that. But I asked people if there was a moment in their lives when they were at a crossroads and they didn't know what to do.
Right.
And there was lots of advice coming, as it always is, and somebody said just the right words at the right time.
Mine was put your pants on. I remember that.
No, it isn't.
You got to read it, folks. It's a real great story. Your husband, of course, Phil Donahue.
Yes.
I have to ask you about him because this man invented this, really invented this genre of daytime television.
Right.
Then he leaves the scene, and after he leaves, all these other shows spring up on the air. And I'm just curious, and he's back on the air now, but during that period when he was gone, was he just going nuts, like staring at the screen, looking at, you know, watching these other shows like Jerry Springer and stuff and wondering what the hell is going on in American television?
Actually, he was playing golf most of the time.
But he didn't bring a TV with him?
But when he watched television, he would yell at the set, you know, to whoever was doing the interview, like say, that's not the next question. there's another question. You know, so he was sort of conducting the interview from home.
That's what's weird is that I watch my show when it's on at night and yell at me. Like, what are you doing, you ass?
Right.
That's wrong.
That's
Don't do
right.
that. Don't ask that question.
Right. But I think that's after 9/11. He was really talking to the set a lot.
Right. Because he felt like people weren't going at this in the right angle.
Yeah, he wanted them to have a different kind of debate, and we weren't arguing enough about, are we doing the right thing in Afghanistan? You know, should it be a violent reaction or this kind of reaction? And so he wanted that debate to happen. And
that's what spurred him to get back into the business.
I think so, yeah.
Well,
and I really love watching his show. Sorry. On MSNBC.
Want to say what time it's at, too?
8 o'clock every night.
8 o'clock. Oh, that worked out very nice. Didn't that happen smoothly?
Well, I'm a wife, too,
Yeah,
you know?
that's very nice. The Right Words at the Right Time is available now. It's out there. And you got so many people in here writing different essays.
And all the money goes to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
No, it's for a good cause.
Yeah, so
exactly.
I think that makes it. I'm sorry I didn't know you. I would
Thank you. Marlo Thomas, thank you very much. And please give my best to Phil. He's a good man. Marlo Thomas, everyone will take a break when we come back. Ricky Jay is here.